November is African History Month, and all this week we'll be crossing to the continent, a different country, a different African country every morning to have a chat with someone who can give us a little bit of insight into their country. And this morning we have Bernadette Deka on the line from Zambia. Good morning, Bernadette.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
And what time is it in Zambia?
This is 12:20 noon.
So you are 6 hours ahead of us here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
So it's African History Month here, and we just want to learn a bit more about your country. So tell us exactly where is Zambia located on the continent?
So Zambia is in Africa, in the southern part, and yes, southern Africa, sub-Saharan Africa.
And what is this? What is so give us an idea of your neighbors. Who would be your neighbors, neighboring countries?
So we are a landlocked country and with 8 neighbors. So we have Tanzania on the east side, Malawi, eastern side still. We have Botswana and Zimbabwe, Namibia on the southern part. We also have Angola, Mozambique, and yeah, that's about the 8 countries.
You're surrounded by 8 countries, so I never knew that, eh? So what's the size of your population?
So we are running currently about 16.5 a million people.
16.5 million. Did you say 16.5 million people?
Yes.
Do you know the size of my country, Trinidad and Tobago?
No, I don't know the size.
1.3 million people.
That's just Lusaka alone.
That's Osaka alone. Oh my word, 16.5 million people. So Osaka is the capital?
Lusaka is the capital, yes. This is the capital, the business capital.
Yes.
And also official governance capital. We also have the tourist capital, which is Livingstone in the southern part of the country.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how many languages do you speak, and what's the official language?
So the official language is English, only because we are a nation of 73 ethnic groups and dialects, including languages.
73.
And then from the 73, we drew about 7 major languages.
Yes.
And so these ones, we just classify them as major languages, and we try to translate quite a number of information and data into these 7 languages just to reach out to the general populace. But otherwise, English is a medium of communication officially.
And what language do you speak out of the 73 or 7?
So I'm from the southern part of the country, Tonga. So I speak Tonga.
Tonga.
Tonga. So Tonga is spoken by the Tonga people in southern province.
Yes.
Southern
Tonga.
Country. Yes, Tonga. Tonga.
Tonga. Tonga. Yes. And how do you say hello? How are you in Tonga?
But I speak mostly Nyanja, which is widely spoken in Osaka.
Can you repeat that again? What is widely spoken in Osaka?
Chinyanja.
Inyanga.
Inyanja.
Inyanda. So how do you say hello? How are you in Inyanda?
Bwanji. So you say Chiri bueno if you're fine.
You can say what?
Chiri bueno. Bwanji bueno.
I am not even going to...
Hello. Like hi, then you say hello back by saying bueno.
Piono.
Yes.
Okay, piono. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm loving this conversation that we're having, learning about Zambia. Is there anything you want to tell us that, if some of those persons listening on this side of the Atlantic wanted to visit your country, what should we come and see? What should we look forward to?
Right. So Zambia is a beautiful country. Like I said, I talked about 73 ethnic groups and languages thereof. So you can imagine what kind of a diverse society that we are. But we are such a unified people. We are one, and we intermarry. Different tribes can find it easy to marry from another tribe, and so we regard ourselves as one. So it's easy for me to speak another language, or I can easily get up and go and find work in another province where it is dominated by a certain ethnic group, and you still be able to fit in. So we have not had challenges of genocide whatsoever, or internal wars, because we are a different people.
Yeah.
So that uniqueness is something that we carry in the sub-Saharan Africa, and even Africa as a whole.
I understand that you have one of the 7 wonders of the world in Zambia. Is that true?
Yes. We have the Mosotunya Falls, widely known as the Victoria Falls, but otherwise it's Mosiotunya. It's in Lozi language, which means that the smoke that thunders.
Yes.
So this is found in the southern part of the country, and where I stem from. But that's not the only wonder that we have. We also have on the northern circuit quite a number of falls that are beautiful, and the only challenge that we've had as a country is that we have not really capitalized on or maximized on advertising our tourism industry. But otherwise, we have the best scenes. We have springs.
Well, now that you've been exposed to Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the world via Facebook, who knows, maybe you might have a caravan coming across to visit. Before we wrap up, Bernadette, you have the Big Five, right? You have the Big Five. Can you tell us what the Big Five in terms of the animals are that you have? I can't remember. I know the lion is one.
Okay, yeah. So you are challenging me now. I know the lion is one too. There's a rhino.
Yes.
So there's elephant.
Yeah.
There should be a giraffe on it.
The giraffe,
and a hippo.
And the hippo. So you have all 5 in your safaris in Zambia. So that's something to look forward to. And the last thing is, now in Trinidad and Tobago, we have 2 seasons, the rainy season and the dry season, but you have 3 seasons, correct?
Yes, we have dry season. We classify our seasons in 3. We have the dry season, which is very hot, and also the cold part of it is still dry, which is we call it cold season, and then we have rain season. So it's hot, rainy, and cold season.
I like that, hot, rainy, and cold. All right, Bernadette, thank you so much for taking time chatting with us all the way across the Atlantic in Zambia. It's African History Month. It was such a pleasure chatting with you, and maybe one day we'll actually meet and I'll come get a tour of your lovely country. So thank you. Have a wonderful day, the rest of your day, afternoon where you are, and we'll continue keeping in touch with the continent here on Now. It's African History Month. Every day you have to listen to see which different African country we'll be visiting every morning via Skype.